Hello everybody and welcome to Benjamin Magnus Plays Rule the Waves. This is a new series for those who have been watching me play my Germany series. Kind of bungled that, didn't do very well on it, so I decided to start up a new game and try to move a little bit more slowly through it. And as you can see, this time we're playing as the Confederate States of America, and this is basically a custom scenario that the game comes with where I think Spain exists as a world power. I can't remember. No. There's two. There's one where Spain exists and one where Spain doesn't exist as a world power. This is the one where Spain doesn't exist. But basically, the United States is split between, the U.S. in the north and the Confederate States in the south. And the only reason I like playing as the CSA is because you start so close to such a world power, and the United States is very powerful in this, even though you do have like half their land. See right here, this is what we have. But what's cool about it is that they start with, you are one of the, I think you're the only nation in the world that starts with oil, because you own the Gulf Coast, and the Gulf Coast has oil. Now, you don't have, I don't think I have oil burners as a tech I can use right off the bat, but I should be able to get it without too much trouble. And we are going to start off building the legacy fleet like we did in my last series. So why don't we get started on that? Oh, and one more thing. I upped the fleet size, which basically just gives you tons more money. But what it does is it allows you to build more ships, which means battles are going to be larger, which is going to be very interesting, as you can see. This is where oil exists in the world. Russia, well, actually, a lot of people have oil. The U.S. has oil. I have oil. Great Britain, Austria, Hungary, and Russia all have oil. Okay. I was playing as Germany before and never ended up getting it. Oil is cool because it allows you to make engines that are more difficult to damage, and they break down less, and they're a little bit smaller. So first things first is building our legacy fleet. So we are going to start, I always start from the top and work my way down. And what I'm going to do is pop open my Discord here. If you guys want, there's a link in the description to my Discord chat server. I'm just going to be pulling names off of here to name ships after. So this class name, just on request, is going to be the Dreadwolf, which, I mean, it's a cool name for a ship because, come on, Dreadwolf. And we're going to auto-construct it and then go from there. And let's see here. I don't want these ships to be super pricey because one of the techs that I start out with is early coastal submarines, and I have a bonus to submarine tech, so kind of sub-warfare is going to be important in fighting the U.S., considering I have bases right here. There are going to be subs all over their coastline and whatnot, so my heavy ships aren't going to be crazy. They aren't going to be crazy big. There's not going to be a lot of them, I don't think. I'm going to keep those tubes on. I know it seems crazy for you to put, torpedo tubes on battleships, but they're slow, and then it gives them opportunities to actually fire them. And do we have good quality guns? The best quality gun we got is an 8-inch. I'm not putting an 8-inch gun on a pre-dreadnought here. So 11-inch guns is what we're going to go for. 2 double turrets is fine. And in terms of secondary armament, at this stage, secondary armament is very important because these ships aren't going to hit each other at a long range. They're kind of going to get in close in brawls. So I have quality 0, which is basically just your standard quality on 8-inch guns. So I'm going to up the secondary battery to 8-inch guns. I don't think I could put them in turrets and have it not throw me. I don't have a fire control system without it throwing me an error. Illegal ship configuration. What is... Something's wrong with this ship. Is it the casemates? Is that what it's doing? Update ship design. Illegal ship configuration. Well, let's redo this then. Oh, did I delete the turrets off of it? I just saw them pop back on. Cramped accommodations. Normal. Up this. That's why it was so light. I think I deleted the turrets. I don't know how I did that. Alright, so. Now we're a little too big, but this is the maximum. I mean, we can make it a little, we could do it by building it in Great Britain and just doing this. Make it a 15,000 ton ship. Actually, it's not bad. I doubt that that's going to work. That should throw me an error. I've not developed... Oh, okay, so... Oh. What about... Has anybody... God, why does it always reset that? Do I have central rangefinder? I thought I had a better one. Nope. So, Great Britain can't do that. France... I don't know why it always resets that. Nope, it looks like nobody can mount guns that big. So it looks like we gotta go 7-inch guns. We have to go 7-inch guns, which means there's no point. We could save some room somewhere. Overweight, elevated secondary turrets. So I could have them in turrets, but they're gonna have a lower rate of fire. Okay, now the problem is just the ship is a little overweight. And there's also the problem that, well, I got 12 3-inch guns for destroyer, fighting destroyers. I could knock that down to 12. I'm not trying to make these things fucking ridiculous. That's the thing. Oh, and before we forget, the Dread Wolf. And I hope that nobody gets, goes all social justice warrior about, playing as the Confederate States of America in this, considering it's just a game, and it's just one of the custom scenarios that it comes with. I mean, there's nothing, racially charged about this. It's just a naval combat simulator kind of good thing. Let me just pull this back up here. Okay, so not too bad. It's pretty standard. I don't see anything wrong with this. Range medium, fine. I wish I could make it a little bit faster, but 17 is going to be what we're going to have to go with, and we have a little bit more room. That's going to be a lot. That's going to be more than we can work with. Maybe I doubt that'll be too much too. Just by a little bit. Well, I guess we could just go with this. I mean, that's not bad. Oh, we can actually make it a little bit smaller if we save 1 ton of weight somewhere. Basically, I'm trying to make it cheap. Well, not super cheap, but, I mean, that's not too bad. Okay, so that's the Dread Wolf. Check it. All okay. Save that design. All right. Yes. Okay, so we got a Dread Wolf. Okay, next thing, generate random name for ship. Dread Wolf, there we go. We have a Dread Wolf. Design ship. We're gonna go heavy cruiser. Now, I've gone over this before. When I'm designing ships, generally what I like to do is think about what their purpose in the fleet is going to be. And I use light cruisers for raiding. So light cruisers are built to be, usually built to be kind of lightly armed, fast, long range, so that they can, go to colonies and things like that and operate far from home. Heavy cruisers, I've never really gotten to a point where I'm like, this is what I want to do with this ship. And I actually, looking at this design, I mean, it's huge for a heavy cruiser. But I'm not unhappy with this design. It's got a bunch of torpedoes on it. It's going to be really good at fighting smaller ships. 8-inch guns is its primary. Range medium, displacement. Speed is, this thing's fast for a ship of this era. I'm not used to auto-designing a ship and going, yeah, that's pretty nice. But I kind of like this. Can give it a couple more tertiary guns. That's fine. 6 inches good for fighting destroyers. Okay. Central rangefinder. And this thing needs a name, and this is going to be the Noodle. And I know this is it kind of feels funny giving them these wonky names like this, but like I said, I'm just pulling these right off of my Discord. People who are on my chat server here. Okay, so we're gonna save this. I mean, I'm just gonna save this design as it is. I like this. I'm pretty sure we don't have oil burnt if we do that. Not if well, yeah. Just wanted to check on that. Less than 9 inches. Rate of... well, that's okay. Because 9 inches would be a smaller, a reduced quality gun. So we're going to go with that. That's fine. Save this design, the noodle. Yes, I would like to build a noodle. We're just going to build out the first one, generate the name. It'll be called the noodle. Design a ship. Go to light cruisers. Just auto-design it real quick here and see what it comes up with. I generally like my light cruisers to be larger than it auto, it auto throws at you. But let's see, what are we armed with? We got 4-inch guns as its primary. That's not going to do. We're going to go up to 6-inch guns as its primary and update ship design. See, it's got them all over the sides here. It's got torpedoes. We're going to add in... God, I've never used the fore and aft mounts. I've never actually... I don't think I've ever seen it actually work correctly. But let's give it the torpedo mounts inside. Those don't add too much to it. We're going to up it to... Let's start with a base of 5,000 tons. Long range... I mean, extreme range would be ideal, but, I mean, that's a lot of extra weight. So we'll go with long. We don't need to put it on a colonial service. Let's see here. We've got all, this is a fine configuration for a light cruiser of this era in terms of where its guns are placed. A fore and an aft, and then along the sides here for the rest of them. That's perfectly fine. We don't have any secondary guns, though. And I do want a number of secondary guns. There we go. Because we're probably going to end up fighting destroyers with this thing. 21 knots. I'm okay with that. That means it and a heavy cruiser can operate in conjunction with each other without any issues. Now I have some extra weight here, so we have some options. Make it a little bit faster. Make it a little bit faster, and make sure it's reliable. Or we can keep it down here and make sure the engines are reliable there. That's probably a good idea. And turrets don't have any armor. Are these in turrets? They don't look like they're. Those look like casemates. Is this okay? I wonder if this seems okay to me. Put in a little bit of extended deck. Yeah, that's probably a good idea. Or how about this? Extended belt. Just give it a little bit more armor. That's fine. Okay, I'm okay with that. The Selma. And who's talking? The Janssen. That's what this is going to be called. Just like I said, I'm just pulling people off of my Discord at the moment. Check this. All okay. Save it up. The Janssen. We're going to build just one of those for now. And the next ones are going to go real fast. Need a destroyer. Auto-design it. Let's see. It's got 2 center mounts and then a port and a starboard mount. Heavy crowded center line. So that's going to affect rate of fire on the center line. So let's take off these 2 center line turrets. Or, center line mounts. Delete mount. Delete mount. Up that to 4. I don't think it'll let us go to that high. 4 inches should be fine. Okay, cramped accommodations. Let's put that on normal because we have the weight. Well, for now we do. Add mount. Centerline swivels, starboard broadside, port broadside. Boom. Add it like on there. So now we go to cramped. Still can't. 3-inch guns. There we go. Now we've got our torpedoes. We've got our deck guns. Can we add in? We don't have any room for tertiary for even 2-inch guns. And I don't think. Can you go to 1? No, you can't even go to 1-inch guns. Okay, 27 knots. Medium range. Yep, the Isaac Brown. Yeah, for these small ships, I think we'll just go with default names because people like battleships and cruisers and stuff like that. So yes, we're going to save this. Okay. Build it. Well, we know we're going to need a bunch of these, so let's just tell it to build like 10 of them. And let's see, design ship. The last thing is going to be a minesweeper. Don't need anything fancy here. That's fine. Whatever it gives me is fine. It's got a 5-inch gun. That's actually, I'm going to go with it. Overgun the shit out of these things, just for poops and giggles. And we're going to build like 20 of these. A dozen, okay. Alright, so I don't know how much it's going to make me spend right now, so let's see. Anything over $18 million will be lost, so we just need to keep building until we get down to about 18 million. So let's build a couple more of these. Well, actually, let's start, where do we want to start? In the middle or the top? Cruisers. Let's build 4 more of those. Cost of 75 million. We don't have subs. Let's build the noodle. Let's build 3 more noodles. Just 1 more noodle. Because we want to build at least another battleship. Battleship. That's 46 million. Can we get 2 more? 93 million. Perfect. That is perfect. Okay. I think that's good. So, next step. And where are we on times in turn of this recording? We're about halfway through. Select ships under construction. So now we're going to throw in ships that we are currently constructing. So let's build probably some more minesweepers to make sure. So let's build 8 of these. Let's get 8 of these under construction. Destroyers. Let's do 8 of those as well. Okay, build ship. Why don't we put in 2 heavy cruisers? And that should be good. That's what we got under construction at the moment. And why don't we throw in 2 more light cruisers too? Yeah, and then maybe we can halt some if we need to. Continue. Okay. So now we're done. Now we're done. First things first, we are going to make sure that we focus our asses on a couple things. Let's see. Armor, hull, fire control, subdivision, damage control, turret gun mounting, ship design, light forces, and torpedo warfare. And submarine. That's what we're focusing on. We're going to tell them to focus on all that torpedo stuff. We're going to up our research budget. Okay. And that's good. Right off the bat, we don't need... Why don't we put our big ships into reserve? Yeah, let's just do that. We'll put our ships in reserve. Training, I don't think we need to do. Target is armor cruiser, target's light cruiser. I don't think we need to do anything in here, basically, at the moment. Because we're not going to be at war with anybody. We're going to put intelligence on US as high. It's going to cost us a little bit of money. Which means under construction, we are going to just hold construction on the heavy cruisers. Yeah, and that'll be fine. And there we go. Right off the bat, early coastal submarines we can build. Nice. Yes, we are definitely going to be building subs. Because the hope is that... Oh, you know what? Where's the machinery development? I think that's... Like, if we're talking about engines, we want to get those oil burners available. I think that's going to be machinery. Look at that. Okay, the destroyers have been... Oh, all this stuff is commissioned. Nice. Germany is hosting an international regatta and sail race. Our well-trained crew is the favorite to win. What are their instructions? Make sure they are they finish behind the host station. Go for the win. Yes, go for the win. Okay. Our destroyers are being commissioned. All right, so this is blueprints on a new U.S. light cruiser. Whoa! 10 5-inch guns, and those aren't fucking turrets. My guns are bigger, but they're encasements. Casemates? I always say casemates. Interesting. 21 knots. It's smaller than mine. I feel like in a battle I would win. One of my light cruisers versus theirs. I think I would. So we're building these. Let's actually just we're going whole hog on this, because what we're going to be doing, we want a war with the U.S., but we want to make sure. Yeah. Ooh, we can build bigger destroyers right off the bat. We want to make sure that it's not going to be a head-to-head fight, basically. We want to make sure that we just... What? Why did they take a turn for the worst? What happened? That's not what I wanted to happen. I wanted them to be nice. I just sold them technology. That's not good. Huntsville's commissioned. German spy. Handle it quietly and discreetly. Okay. So we got submarines coming. We can resume construction on these bastards. That'll be fine. We're baffled by the problem of making better destroyers. I think keeping my destroyers up to date is going to be good. One of our agents has been caught in Russia. Make him a national hero. Russia, I'm not too scared. Well, like, what's going to happen in a war between me and Russia? Huntsville's beginning of working up. Okay. Let's get in some... You could already tell that, you know, the last game I was on medium fleet size, and this time I'm on large fleet size. You could already see the difference in number of ships available. It's a lot, comparatively. There's a slump in the economy. Any further cuts in the naval budget are unacceptable. Charities should institute some kind of relief for the poor. The government should consider social reforms. Yes, that's what we're going to go with. Social reforms passed. Coincidence rangefinder. Gradual national accuracy improvement. Very nice. Krupp armor. Our scientists are happy to report they are close to mastering the hydrostatic valve. I don't think we need any more forts right now. The coastline's pretty heavily defended. We got the submarines. I mean, we have 20 submarines available to us already. Oh, they're building right now. There we go. There's the first 10. Boom. Hydraulic recoil, gradual national rate of fire improvement. See, I'm interested in this. That's exactly what I was talking about, and stuff like that. Stuff for submarines. Submarines, coastal raid, you know, being able to raid the coastlines, all that good stuff is what I'm mostly interested in. Let's build another ship. Let's go heavy cruiser. Boom, I want some more of those in the Navy. Those two are almost done. Well, half a year away. Foreign policy gaffe. Okay, divert attention. Oh, Great Britain or France? France. Lose prestige. Prestige intense. I don't want to raise tension across the board because of this. I don't want to fight England. I'm not interested in fighting England. I was actually interested in going, being friends with them. Okay, enabling building of destroyers up to 600 tons in displacement. That is good for us. Let's take a look at our research real quick. So that's what we got. Early coastal submarine. Okay. Might be able to do that. Japanese getting interested in buying the Krupp armor, by all means. Yep. I will sell my tech to anyone. Unexpected delays in building the McRae. Next run of subs is done. This is a slightly different class of light cruiser. It's 200 tons bigger. It looks the same, though. No, the armor's a little thicker. They added a tiny bit of armor. The U.S. is increasing the spending, the naval spending. Make him a national hero. Yeah, the U.S. can go fuck themselves. Hawkish government has come to power in Great Britain. This potential to increase tensions between our nations. No. We don't need to be tense with them. This is a reason for concern. We will observe developments carefully and see what comes. I guess we'll go with that. I don't want tensions to go up with them. That's not what I'm interested in. Not at all. And we should start, like, I'm kind of hoping that I get another tech fire off of destroyers or torpedoes or something. Selma's been commissioned. Okay, naval visit by the USA. You are asked by journalist to comment on the visiting ships. Rust buckets. Yep, definitely rust buckets. Heavy secondary batteries. Enables secondary batteries heavier than 7 inches in casemates or single turrets. That's nice. Because I want my secondary batteries on these pre-dreadnoughts to be powerful. Favor of social programs. Ooh. Protest the proposal. Try to get the proposal watered down. Tension down. Yeah, for now. I mean, you can't let this go too low. Social reforms are good in the long run for your country. I will buy any tech anybody's willing to give me. I have the money. All right, the McRae, Selma. Better quality 9-inch guns. That's nice. That'll be good for secondary batteries on my next class of battleship. Increase tension with Japan. That's fine. God, everybody's spying on everyone. France, you're a bastard. Alright, so right now the only ship under construction is the Albemarle. That's what I'm going to go with. Albemarle. But what we're going to do right now is we are going to redesign. See, rename ship, scrap, view data, open design, rebuild ship. I don't think we want to do that. Open design for rebuild. I don't think we can increase the caliber of our secondary guns. Nope. So we'd have to start from new. Now this right here, developed from class. I'm not sure how that feature works. Because I think you get a. I thought there was like it was cheaper to build if it was designed from another class. I mean, if we say we are going to do this, does it throw it in there? No. Open existing design, auto design, check design. No. I wonder how that works. I might have to ask a buddy of mine. He would know how that developed from class feature works. Like, because I would like to develop a new class based off the Dreadwolf class with a heavier secondary battery. You know what we're going to do? We're like 29 minutes into this right now, so what we're going to do is call this an episode right here. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. If you have, don't forget to drop me a like, leave those comments right down below, and if you're interested in more Benjamin Magnus Plays Rule the Waves, just subscribe to this channel, and I'll see you next time.